Hey guys, Makarov Shooter 9x18. I'm going to be doing another gun review. This is of the Remington R51. Just real quick, the gun is clear, magazine's empty, just to let everybody know. I just uploaded this video, and I don't know what happened with it, but the first half of it got completely cut off. I do apologize for the re-upload. I don't know what happened with that upload. But this is the full review of the gun. First and foremost, when it comes to the 1,000-round test that I did on it, where I fired 1,000 rounds to the gun, it absolutely failed. It had numerous failures to feed, failures to eject, it had failures to fire, which were honestly the most egregious failures. But as a gun, I honestly like it because it is full metal with an aluminum frame, so it's lighter. But my name is Makarov Shooter 9x18. My first carry pistol was a 9x18 IJ70 Makarov, and I loved that gun. I carried it for probably 2 or 3 years, I think, before I, got a better pistol. But I did really appreciate it, and this is kind of like almost like a modern day version. It uses the Penderson design. It's not a straight blowback, but very similar to the Makarov design-ish in that it is a somewhat similar design. The barrel doesn't move when it's locked back, as you can see. As far as that is said, there are a number of things about this pistol that I actually liked. The contoured slide, as well as the rear sight right there, and the front blade that allows you to, charge it off of a belt or a boot, something like that. That actually is kind of thoughtful. There was a lot of thought that went into this pistol, with the ambidextrous magazine release. A lot of things went into this pistol that are completely right with a concealed carry handgun. The problem with it is not so much anything to do with the design, with aesthetics or ergonomics, but with reliability. In the video in the description, you can see I went through 1,000 rounds. I don't have an accurate count of the number of failures because they were just too high to really count. I tried it with plus P ammunition. That changed nothing to do with the reliability. It's not a reliable pistol. I wouldn't trust my life to it at all. This is why, like I said, I did the testing back in October of 2017. It was on the cover of Rifleman. I saw it. I was like, you know what? I'll do a test of that. I'm curious about it. I like the uniqueness of it because it is the Penderson design. It's not a straight blowback or a tilting lock or a delayed blowback design. It's a completely unique design. That's kind of cool. So I tried it out. I tested it. This iteration it's not good. Mind you, this is a sample size of 1, so my testing may not reflect everybody else's. But from what I've seen, it seems like, yeah, it does reflect what everybody else got. So as a concealed carry gun, I can't really recommend it. Maybe as a collector piece, there are things about it that I do like. The ergonomics, it feels nice. It's a single stack 9mm, which fits my hand very well. When I bought this initially, I was like, I'm going to do the 1,000-round review, and if it's good, I'm going to carry it. I don't currently carry it because it's not a good gun. It doesn't pass reliably. Because of that, I can't carry it. Reliability is, I would say, number 1 when it comes to a concealed carry gun. First and foremost, your gun has to be reliable. If it's not reliable, you have no business carrying it. And this gun, with between failures to feed, failures to eject, failures to fire, throughout 1,000 rounds, I had well over I would say a 10% failure rate of that 1,000 rounds easily. And I fired an array of ammunition between tool ammo, Winchester white box, Fiocchi, Federal. I fired some Remington Golden Sabres out of it that were plus P rated because I thought maybe plus P would help it run a little better. Nothing happened. I tried a separate shooter, a friend of mine who I appreciate him for being in the video. He shot it a little bit just to make sure that it wasn't just me messing up with the gun. It was the gun itself. But I am sad. I wanted this gun to be good. I cleaned it routinely. I sonic cleaned it. I hand cleaned it. I did everything I could to try to get this gun to run well, and it just didn't. So outside of the reliability, some other features. There is a grip safety. I'm kind of indifferent about a grip safety. If there's going to be a safety, I'd rather it be intuitive, meaning, you know, you can just grab it and it's good to go, like a trigger blade or a grip safety, I guess, in this case. Those are fine. I don't like manual safeties where I have to consciously disengage them. I'm not a big fan of that. I'd rather it be just you grab the gun, it's good to go. In this case, it is. So I really just don't care about the safety. The contoured slide, the flat face, the trigger. The trigger's okay. It's not the best trigger I've ever felt. It is a hammer fired and it's still not good. The reset's kind of non-existent. That said, for what I paid for it, I paid like $250 for this thing, so I can't really complain too much about the trigger. I think the MSRP was closer to $400, which at that case, yeah, it's a little bit rough for a trigger of that price range. But yeah, I wanted to upload this video because I am planning on Cerakoting it in the future. It's not going to just sit in my safe forever because, like I said, I really don't feel right selling it because someone might rely on it, and I'd rather just keep it, let no one use it for any serious capacity. I have plenty of guns. I don't need it for defense. I never plan on using it for defense. I wouldn't recommend anyone use this gun for defense strictly based on reliability alone. If Remington can produce a workable version of this is the Gen 2. If they could make a Gen 3 where it actually works properly, that'd be great. I'd love it. I'd buy it. I'd be the first person in line to get it. As far as the Gen 2 that I tested, and like I said, sample size of 1, but the Gen 2 that I tested, it doesn't work. I don't like it because of the reliability. And I guess if you want another complaint about it, the takedown on this is terrible. There's 1911s out there that are vastly easier to take apart than this thing, and that's a basic field strip. I mean, like I said, a 1911 is an easier field strip than the R51, and compared to modern pistols like a Glock or most other pistols today, even like an M9, which was developed in, I believe, the 70s or 80s, this is significantly harder to take down than those guns, and it came out in the teens of 2000. So really not that easy of a takedown. Probably the least favorite gun I own to take down, which is crazy because it's such a new-ish design. I know it's a remake of the 51, but still. We're in the 2000 teens. Make it a little easier to take down. It's a bit rough. You got to push it forward, and you got to push it forward, push that pin out, and then you got to grab it and slide it off, and it's a pain, especially to get back together. It's not a fun gun to take apart at all. That and the reliability would be my biggest complaints with it. Everything else, honestly, I'm okay with. The trigger, it's made of plastic, but it's not that bad. I wanted this gun to work. I really did, and that's why I wanted to remake the video. The previous upload kind of just cut off in the middle. I don't know why that is, but it cut off in the middle. I want to say there are positive things that I liked about this gun. That's why I remade the video. I could have left it up. I wanted to remake it because there are positives about this gun. I liked this gun. I wanted it to work. It just didn't, and it made me mad that it didn't work. I wanted this to be my new concealed carry, and I personally can't trust my life to something as unreliable as this gun. So I've recently started picking up Cerakote. I will be Cerakoting this gun, probably some obnoxious color just to mess around with it. But that's about all it's useful for. I'm not going to sell it. I don't want to sell it to somebody who pays $100 for a gun and they rely on it. I don't want anyone to rely on this gun, this one in particular. Based on what I've read about it elsewhere, I don't think it's a good gun in general, just based on other people's experience as well as mine. I think it's a lemon, maybe. Could also just be a bad design. Like I said, my testing is a sample size of 1 with reliability. Maybe for everybody else it's great. From what I've seen online, that's not the case. If you're looking forward to my next ammunition video, that will be posted on the 24th of February. I look forward to seeing you all there. I just wanted to go ahead. I did this testing back in October or November of 2017. I feel like better late than never, but because I'm about to Cerakote it, I wanted to just go ahead and get it while it was still the original finish. After I Cerakote it, it's going to be kind of hard to tell if the Cerakote affected the function because the function's currently not that good. But like I said, February 24th, my next video comes out for ammo testing. That's kind of my big thing on here. If y'all want to see another gun video, let me know. Right now, I'm kind of on the fence. I'm thinking about doing the Taurus G2C or the Walther CCP for a 1,000 round gun review. If there's interest in that, I'll go ahead and get one of them. I'd rather get the G2C just because it's a little bit cheaper for the initial investment as well as 1,000 rounds. But by all means, I'm totally down to do more gun testing. But until then, if you're just here for ammo testing, I'll have another video out on the 24th of February, so look forward to it. This is Macrop Shooter 9x18 saying see you later.